All right, this is my review of the CJRB Hectare-Alt. This is their newest version. It's a crossbar lock. Their crossbar lock, I think it's probably their fourth or fifth now, but the original Hectare was their first crossbar lock. I have that one here. I really like this knife. It's a great weight, great size. It's kind of a much better value than a Benchmade. But still, you know, that very pocketable, very light. The only problem with it was this thumb hole access. Now, I have actually dremeled this down to give me further access, but it used to be kind of scooped up here, and it covered a bunch of the holes. So, you know, you could thumb flick it. It's a little bit difficult. Reverse flick's obviously a little bit easier, but it just wasn't ideal. So they came out with the new Hectare, and this version has thumb studs. Still the great crossbar lock. This one is in a carbon fiber. I've heard some question about, is this really carbon fiber? Is it a laminate over G10? I don't know. I can't state this definitively. I did take this apart because I wanted to, I always take my knives apart first time just to clean it up, make sure it's all good to go. And I will say this looked different than a typical carbon fiber laminate over G10. I have a few of those, and one, it always feels chintzy and cheap, and it just, you know, you can tell G10 on the inside. This one actually looked different on the inside. It felt different. It did not feel like, you know, typical G10. So CJRB says it's carbon fiber on their website. They say it's a carbon fiber handle. Most places, when they say it's a laminate, they tell you that it's a carbon fiber in G10. This one doesn't say that, so I'm going to go with its carbon fiber, but, you know, CJRB can weigh in on that. I will say the thumb studs are awesome. They've way improved the handle of this knife. You can, you know, use them very easily to open it up. Reverse flick works, thumb flick works. If you want to, you can use the crossbar locks to flick it open. And I will just say, some people complain that this knife, and I think this is common to CJRB with their new crossbar locks, some people complain that they're too stiff or too tight. I personally don't see that. They're firm, but I prefer that because, like, you get some really higher end knives with crossbar locks, axle locks like the Benchmade, etc., and you can usually flick them out. Like, you can, you know, without even doing anything, you can just give it a shake. This one, you can really shake it and it's not going to do anything. It's not coming out unless you purposefully bring it out. So, and you can still use one hand to flick or close. It's that good. So yeah, CJRB doing a great job. They really do a great job on their knives, I will say that. No knocking them. This one came sharp as crap out of the box. So really great. Glad, you know, for the price, I don't know how you can beat this. It's $49.99, basically on Amazon or on their website. You know, it's a great knife if you want a fairly inexpensive carry. That looks good. And what's really nice is, honestly, this looks really slick, and when you feel it, you're like, oh, that's kind of slick, but in your hand, it actually, I don't know if it's like the oiliness of your skin, whatever interacts with it, it actually has, I have aluminum knives that are slicker than crap. This is not bad. So good job, CJRB.